Last we left off, you followed a desert troll named Vakudu to his outpost for some much-needed R&R. After talking with them about how you could save Arvintas from his sedated state, he told you of a ritual that he could perform to send you to the Shadowfell to free him from the clutches of evil. This led Sammy to opening the book with a question something to the effect of, "What are you?" Where the Orb Wraith decided to show him pulling his spirit through to the Shadowfell. After learning of the path forward, Arsis struggled gripping with the fact that she would return once again to the realm she visited once already, this time to save the lives of others. After some Shadowfell shenanigans, Sammy was able to lead Rin to picking up his and Arv's equipment, but now we resume in the height of battle against the Orb Wraith and the surrounding minions of the Shadowfell. Time ticking, as the gate will only stay open for 10 minutes. We resume at the top of the order with Sammy going first. What do you do?
All right, so I'm gonna come around the corner over here. 25. Okay, right there. And Sammy is gonna do the old usually reliable. And gonna try to shank a bitch. But he's gonna throw a little something on there. Let's see, how should I do this? We're gonna go with that one first. Oh, what the fuck? Hey, why do I have dice on my thing now? This makes no sense.
Wait, which is your roll?
It's a 10.
10.
Did you roll with advantage? You should roll with advantage.
I should roll with advantage, I think, right?
Yeah.
Was I hidden, John?
11.
No, it's just the Wraith is a shining beacon of light.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you missed us talking about the different status effects that we had going on.
I don't know why it plus
Players have advantage on attacks against the Wraith. Per
Yeah.
concentration.
Perfect. So let's do that one more time. That's why I said it's usually Mr. Reliable. What is with these fucking dice?
It's
I gotta
because,
get rid of it.
yeah, when you
I
got a
have a
new
setting
computer, all of your Chrome settings reset.
What the fuck? Does a 19 hit, sir?
A 19 does hit.
Perfect. So, I'm gonna thrust forward with the blade. What? Hold on. No, sorry. It is rolling with advantage already. There's a 10 and 11. So, I didn't realize that 11 was in there. 'Cause
Yeah,
usually
I'm
it's
not
side
sure
by
what that
side.
custom roll is. It's 1d20 plus 1d8.
Yeah, that is
So,
really weird that that's happening like that. You know what? It's probably taking into consideration the booming blade. which
That's
I'm
probably
trying to
what it
throw
is.
on there.
So,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, you tell me. We could take the 11
no,
or I can take the 19.
take the 19, because I'm pretty positive that, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
and then I'll look into that setting here in a hot minute.
Yes, it looks like the 19 is from the 1d20 plus 1d8 as well. But you got a dirty 20 on just the rapier attack.
Yeah. I gotta look into that.
So either way, I
hey,
think
new
You shouldn't
computer,
get a
new
1d8
settings.
on your attack roll for the booming blade.
Do
I think
you?
it's figuring the 8
I think
or
that's
the
just damage, isn't
1d8
it?
into the attack roll. That's what's going
But it's not
on.
supposed to.
I
Yeah,
know,
it's not
so
supposed
I gotta
to.
look into that. So, not sure why that's pulling like that, but so then it would be either the 11 or the 20.
20's fine.
Okay, perfect. New computer, who dis? So that is going to be. Oh my. Oh, because no, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but my sneak attack didn't roll into there either. It looks like. Oh. That is going to be. Where are you at? Oh. 10 plus 13 plus the for the melee attack deals so an extra 2d8.
Booming Blade is... Oh, 3d6 is
1d8.
your sneak attack. Got it.
Yes, correct. So, that is 23. I really roll a 10. Fucking, oh wow, I did. That's beautiful. Okay, so 33 points of damage. So 13. Sneak attack, not magical. So I think he's got damage resistance, so he's gonna take half.
I'll tell the DM what to do.
He's gonna love it. However, the thunder damage
Yes.
should be full, but the regular sneak attack and
We'll see.
We'll see.
Acid
We'll
fire.
see about that.
Yeah. So
whatever. I'm not telling what the DM to do.
yeah, exactly. 33 completely brought in half. What is
so
that?
it would be
16.
23 cut in half.
I mean, it's 33
Unless the
cut in
thunder-
half.
Okay, 33.
As we saw with Rin's lightning fusion earlier, this creature also has resistance to some magical effects. Lightning, and now you find thunder is also one of them. So 16 total points of damage.
Okay, heard.
Go ahead.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna dash away 10, 25, but I'm gonna stay right there.
Okie dokie. Who is next? Arceus is next on the turn order.
Alrighty. If we have advantage to hit the big guy, I'm gonna aim for him and ignore the guy below me.
Okay.
Right, so first attack. 28 to hit.
28 hits.
Okay, and then 1d6 for Hunter's Mark. So 10 points of damage. Second attack. 19.
19 hits.
Okay. And then Ardu will do his reaction to add his 1d6 too. So another 19 points of damage.
And that's lightning damage, right?
No, let me see what Ardu is. 1 second.
Old, but I could be misremembering like crazy.
No, I made him lightning.
It'll tell me just a second. I gotta just find where it'll tell me.
It doesn't matter. Acid, cold, fire. Well, never mind. Yeah.
Ellis.
Yeah, right.
I think I
They're
fired
all
a firebolt at it, and it was resistant. So we've also established fire.
Yeah.
Okay, so 7, 10, 20, 29 total points.
But it's a magical weapon, so.
Oh, so 7, 10, 20.
His lightning. Okay. So I found it.
Okay.
So his 6 or 3, I don't care which one. One of those is.
Okay.
That's done. Well, he's gonna attempt on his bonus action. He's gonna try to bite the thing as well.
Okie dokie. And then that's just normal piercing damage.
I think it's force actually. No, it's piercing. So nat 20 to hit
Okay.
Oh, I'll do it.
for another.
I can't remember if we
oh.
just established whether or not that was magical damage or not. I'm gonna rule for right now, yeah.
Okay. It's 1d6 plus 3 for each
Okay.
of those, and there's only 2 of them, so the 4 and the 2 plus 3.
Okay.
That is everything I'm able to do. I'm gonna stay right where I am, and I'm gonna take the brunt of this guy. So.
Okie dokie. As we transition past Arceus and get to initiative count 20, the layer action will go off. My monitor that has you guys on it keeps flickering on and off. I think I have a loose connection, which is making me
Intense
mad.
battle.
Yes.
just smack it a little bit, it'll set in.
Do a barrel roll.
Let me check vision. Of course, this token wasn't given vision. How could I do that? There we go. Okay. Rin.
No.
Because you have used this spell, it knows you have it and it wants to use it against you. I need you to make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw for me. To pass. You will take half though still. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's not what I meant to roll.
Yeah, wasn't it at 8d6 last time?
Yeah, I clicked on the wrong button and it rolled it. So half of that. So you take
18.
Yeah.
Okay.
18 points of psychic damage. Layer action ends. Riker, it is now your turn.
Okay, that was not scary. I am going to get away from this guy over here. Wait, so
Because he's slowed, no reactions.
yeah, so I'm gonna go this way. 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30, and I will load up my rifle and fire at this thing.
Okay.
And I think Red Dot, I have advantage, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I think that was from Rin. I think she did a bardic inspiration or something.
Oh, silvery barbs.
Yeah, silvery barbs. Thank you.
Yep. Does a 14 hit?
Does a 14 hit the ghoul? It does.
And it is slowed, so I think it has like a -2 to AC.
Yep. Yes, it sure does.
All right. So that's going to be 2d10, and then with arcane firearm, I add another d8 to that. So a total of 13 fire damage.
Okay. It is still standing.
Awesome. And then bonus action, the cannon's going to stay where it is, and it'll fire on this guy right here.
Okay.
And is this one with advantage?
Yep. As long as Herc is concentrating, all attacks against this, I think, will have advantage.
Oh, thank you, Herc.
Yeah.
15 to hit.
15, unfortunately, does not hit.
All right, that's fine. Then yeah, that'll do it for me.
Okay. It is now officially the Orbraith's turn. And as it eventually succumbs to the order that Rin had given it to halt, it stops looking around, and you can hear the cacophony of different voices just murmuring inside of its head, talking about the danger that it's in, but it cannot do anything. Arv will take a potion. One, two, whoa. Okay. And then he will retreat back here. Okay. Oh no, he took an action to take the potion. Full. We've been doing that, right? Or is that just Andrew's campaign? I always get confused.
No, we've been doing it.
Full action to take the potion, you get the full benefits, but if you bonus action to take it, you have to roll for it, right? We've been doing that?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, we have.
Okay. All right. Well, then Arv gets a little bit more.
I think. I'm kidding.
I'm just gonna sit here and act like I know, but I honestly can't remember.
Okay. It is now the ghoul's turn. We're gonna get a couple attacks. Arsis is going to get a claw attack. Misses. Herc is going to get a claw attack. 18 to hit. Misses.
Out of there.
And how much movement speed reduced by 10? Or is it
Half.
half? Okay, so 30.
Yeah.
15 feet of movement. Claw against Riker.
Yep.
12.
And nope.
Make sure you roll wisdom saves.
Yes.
Or save.
Are those all the ones that... I think those are all the ones that are on the map at the moment. Okay.
Saves, yes.
No, I was looking to see if I had any other creatures that were doing anything.
You would.
All right. From left to right. So left one, wisdom save 16. What did I need to beat? A 14?
Yeah.
Okay, so left one saves, right one fails. Okie dokie. This one is no longer slowed. Alrighty. Rin, it is now your turn.
Okay. We are going to rock a vicious mockery at the boy. And it's gonna sound something like, you can't move. You can't do anything. What are you gonna do? But
Okay.
halt, and she's gonna use her bonus action to keep him halted. So give me another roll. Or give me the.
So I need a
sorry,
wisdom
the
save.
Wisdom 14 for the vicious mockery, and then I think same thing for
You didn't like that.
halt.
Doesn't he get a D4 off of something? Is it an attack roll or a saving throw for vicious mockery?
It is a saving throw. Must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take the psychic damage and have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Okay, so it's a disadvantage on the next attack roll that it makes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what I
so
meant, yeah.
What's your
Um,
DC?
14.
Hold on, wait.
And
I'm
then-
looking at something here right quick. Before you roll, John, don't you roll yet. You.
I was going to say, then give me one more for the halt.
Okay, go ahead. It will silvery
Okay.
barbs that.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you.
Silvery Barbs rolling it again.
No. Okay, sorry, baby, you're halted.
Sorry, John.
No, you're not.
And then I will give advantage on the next saving throw. The Rin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm running because I cannot fucking get hit again or I'm done. And that's my turn. Thank you.
Herc.
Attack!
Hey, I think that hits.
25 does hit. Go ahead.
And smite. God damn it. We'll just type it in.
Having some issues?
What the? Oh.
Oh.
A D28. Okay. So the 7 slashing, 12 radiant.
Oh wait. Also, Joseph, this is your +1 weapon that I gave you. I don't know if
Oh
that's on the
yeah.
thing.
It's only if I get hit though.
Say, I think it'd just be 8 damage then.
Well, it's still it's a magic weapon.
Yeah.
So like that +1 doesn't override the. Does it become like a +2? I don't think it becomes a +2 all of a sudden.
Oh, no, it does not.
Right. So yeah, so that, and then we'll attack again. Again.
So what's the?
Again.
So we got 7 plus 12, 7 slashing, 12 radiant.
Yeah.
Joseph,
But
as
it's
a
7
healer,
from a
I
magic
hate
weapon.
That quote.
And then as the radiant damage. Wait, do I roll another D8 because it's undead? Is that right?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, does a 16 hit? Bam, an extra 1 radiant damage.
16 does not hit.
Shit. Then we will attack the ghoul with my 3rd attack, which is a horse.
Horse.
Should have been doing this the whole time. This is a +6.
We had a lot of time to read our character sheets.
That is a natural 1. The horse
Wow.
misses.
Doesn't the horse have
Unfortunately,
advantage too?
Not on the ghoul.
Not on the ghoul.
Which is why I wanted it to
Okay.
attack. And I guess that's it.
Alrighty, Sammy.
All right, Sammy is going to then pull out the short bow and knock one of the +3 arrows that he got from before and take a shot at Mr. Shadowface here. See what this does. It's a 14. Oh wait, I'm going to steady aim that. Sorry, I meant to say that. I'm going to use my bonus action to steady aim. So,
I'll allow it since you had told me what you were going to do beforehand.
yes. Thank you. 22.
22 hits.
Okay, so that's. Why is my sneak attack not rolling in here? That's very odd.
I do think there is a setting.
Oh, I'll have to look into that. Bum, 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 bum. So that is 19 piercing damage plus the 3, so that is 22 piercing damage from a +3 arrow.
Okay.
And I can't move because I did my steady aim, so that is it.
Okay. As you fire this arrow into this halted creature, it pierces its very essence, causing it to disperse as the vapor, the misty forms that it had just kind of spread all throughout, but kind of coalesce into a steady stream swirling around the area. I need
Not the horse.
Okay. There
Thank
are only
God I'm not in the radius.
3 enemy creatures. I guess 4 if I include Ardu. The horse hasn't attacked it yet, so I'm gonna say Ardu, Herc, and Riker. There are 3 different spirits living inside of this creature, and now that they've been dispersed, they are attempting to find some sort of host. I need you to make a DC 17 charisma saving throw.
And I was really thinking about giving Riker the advantage on that roll too. I really was.
But there's a nice juicy ghoul right next to
Oh,
me.
what a way on.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! No!
I can't barbs that, can I?
No, it has to be like a success, not a fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
We went from one shitty thing into another shitty thing, and this is great.
2 of the spirits kind of trying to find their way into the openings of both Herc and Ardu are repelled. Yeah, the perfectly timed sneezed. But the third one makes it into the mask of Riker, and unfortunately he is unable to shake it off. Riker,
Yeah.
for the duration of this combat, you are now hostile,
Oh, we're doing PvP.
and I need you to act as if you were now the DM. Trying
So-
to
Oh,
That's easy for him.
Oh,
Trying to-
He loves trying to kill
Okay.
us. It's okay.
Yes, you are now, you're now my pawn for at least a little
I'm
bit.
now a dick. Okay.
Yeah.
I am now a dick. That's the title of this this episode.
But the effects of this control are not immediately known. You just, for everybody else, Riker, you obviously feel it. You're in a constant battle now for your own, body. But I'm gonna message you something.
Secrets don't make friends.
While we're waiting, go ahead and continue with the top of the initiative order. So you're up, but
my
you
turn's
don't.
over. So
Oh yeah, that's right. You slayed the beast. Arcist, is your turn. There are just the ghouls as hostile creatures that you are aware of out on the battlefield at the moment, and one of them is standing right next to you, trying to bite you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to bite it back.
What?
So- No, with an arrow.
Okay.
Technically with disadvantage, that'd be the 18.
Yeah, 18 hits.
Okay. 5 piercing damage. And a 12.
Okay. 12 is its AC.
So another 8 piercing damage on this fucker.
Okay, so 13 total. Nice. It is bloodied.
Okay.
Anything with Ardu?
Yeah, I guess Ardu will attempt to bonus action attack this guy, I guess. Unless that's against his nature. I will command him to attack that thing, but
Oh yeah, you can.
okay. Come here, tree companion. Where's the rolly thing? My god. Roll. There it is. No? Fine, I won't. The rolly thing's gone all of a sudden. 20 plus 3 plus 6. 24. He does 3. 6 piercing damage on the guy next to Herc. That's it. That's my whole turn.
Okie dokie. 24, 6 piercing damage. Okay, this thing right next to Herc is looking severely injured.
Cool.
Riker,
Yes.
under the effects of this spirit inside of you in a constant battle, everyone around you is now your enemy. What do you do?
Fireball.
Okay. So, I see everyone as an enemy. Like, I can still see, like, all that they have, right?
What do you mean? See all that they have?
For the purposes of spells. Like, I still see them as them, but just as enemies. right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And is the ghoul in front of me, like, cool? Like, are we good?
Yeah, he once this happened, he has turned his gaze elsewhere.
Okay. Like, so the spirit enters Riker, and, like, the gun just kind of goes down for a second, and he says absolutely nothing. Just walks right up here, and what I'm gonna do, let's see,
The
So,
ghoul
5,
is actually
10.
looking very attractive.
15. So, John, if I'm in the darkness, but someone else is in the light, can I still see them?
Yeah.
Okay. I can go right up there. Okay. Riker will. So out of the darkness, you guys see a piece of metal fly out, hit Herc's armor, and I'm casting heat metal on Herc's armor.
Oh no.
So Herc, that is a con save. Wait, hold on. I think it's a con save.
Constitution.
Oh, there's no.
There's a
There's
16
no save if he's
save?
wearing it.
Oh shit! Yeah, no save if he's wearing it. So, Herc, you immediately take 6 fire damage, and all your attacks are at disadvantage.
Okay.
No
As-
save allowed.
No,
He's wearing
he has
it,
to be like,
no.
if he's holding a sword, he could try to save to keep holding it, but since he's wearing armor, he can't drop that. So
And he has
Herc
to spend
immediately,
100 rounds to try to take off that armor.
so Herc, your armor begins to like heat up, and you like feel yourself like burning on the inside. That is my action, and for my bonus action, you just see the cannon slowly turn towards Arceus, and it's going to make a shot. Does a 21 hit?
Oh,
This
Riker,
this
control
is
your
better than
thing.
I could have ever imagined.
All right. That is 10 damage. And sorry, there's one more thing I need to look up really quick. Let's see. Okay, so on Herc, so with my arcane firearm, since that was technically cast through my arcane firearm, I get to add another d8 to that damage to Herc. So Herc, that's an additional 2 fire damage.
So 8 fire damage to her.
I'm down.
Fuck.
No, I'm kidding.
Are you though?
And
Yeah, I'm kidding.
yeah, that's what I'm
Are
doing.
you kidding or are you down?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Alrighty. That ends his turn. There is no. I take that back.
We make like an inside save.
Oh yes. Okay. I see it now. Because You rolled a 20. You succeed, and you shake off the creature.
Damn it, I wanted more of this.
I know. I was just getting ready to say, oh, don't forget to make your save, and then I look, and unfortunately, you did save.
Yeah,
Did you roll in secret?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
Does Ardu have to make a save to try to save?
He didn't fail.
Didn't get
He
possessed.
passed the first time.
Oh, I thought it was a 19. Huh.
No, it was only 17.
Okay, cool. Never mind then. Yeah, Ardu's fine. Thought it was a 19.
Okay. This.
So I sneeze and the spirit just kind of comes out of me then.
Yeah. As you shake it off, because there's now only one person within 30 feet of you, Sammy, I need you to make a DC 17 charisma save.
What?
Okay. Alrighty.
I don't think anybody wants to deal with a murderous Sammy at this point.
No.
I mean, it's Tuesday.
Okay.
I mean, I'll fail it if everybody wants to see it.
No.
So, I will say, as Sammy expels this creature at the end of his turn, a loud wail comes emanating from his point that you can't see, kind of off into the shadow, and you can see the whirling spirit just wisping around and coming towards Sammy, wrapping around him, trying to enter his body, but failing, dispersing, and kind of scattering into the void. You would all know that that threat has been eliminated. Yeah, because, and I think Herc would know, because he was subject of the attempted possession, that once that spirit had left Riker, that he is no longer a threat, even though he dealt damage to you. Unfortunately, your armor, until Riker decides to stop concentration on that, is still hot.
I imagine since it's like back to Riker, like the concentration would stop the moment the spirit exits.
As soon as
Since it's like Riker in control again.
Because you can drop concentration as a free action anytime.
Okay.
Oh, I know. I'm just thinking for roleplay purposes.
Okay.
You'd be horrified about what you did.
Yeah, so you would feel the armor heat up, you would take the damage, and just as quickly as it started, it fades, and kind of a breath of a sigh of relief escapes you. For Arv, he is going to cast a firebolt at this creature nearby. 7 misses, but he will then...
Did you pull the turn order?
Did I?
Yeah.
I must
yeah, you
have.
pulled it off of the.
Yeah, I can't see it.
What is it? Y, U, Y.
Hey.
He is then going to make a short sword attack because he can do. A 12 hits. Okay. And 9 is how much HP? So, Arv slays that ghoul. It is now the ghoul's turn. We are going to get 1 against Arsis and 1 against Herc. 13 against Arsis, I imagine misses, and 21 against Herc. It's 21 hit.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You take 9 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw for me, please. And you pass. Okay.
Hovering on the one.
Rin.
I want to confirm, and we can do this in character too, but are the tethers still on Sammy and Arv?
They are not. The tethers have
Okay.
been broken.
Okay. Cool. So then I assume that she could kind of tell based on who's in the light and that there's
Yeah.
not that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time to get back to the gate. Let's go. And she's gonna just do a quick. I want to just hit that little shit. We're gonna do a dissonant whispers on this bad boy.
Okay. What's the save? Is it wisdom?
It is a wisdom 14.
It fails.
All right, run away, baby boy.
As you say, run away, baby boy. Oh,
I run.
gah! I collapsed everything.
No.
No.
And OBS. Okay. -9. You psychic damaged it so hard that it lost its will to unlive. And it
Sick.
died for the second time.
You love to see it.
Yeah.
Sick burn, bro.
Yeah, it's dead.
Cool. All right. We're running out. I assume that this is where the gate is down here.
Yeah, you would be able to make it with your 30 feet of movement.
Yeah. She'll wait at the gate, like just to be like, come on. But
Okay.
she's ready.
Alrighty. Herc.
So 50, does a 21 hit?
21 does hit.
Nice. Nine hoof damage.
You trample, just the hooves come crashing down straight through the chest of this ghoul as it's now lying dead on the ground, more dead than it was. Yeah, all threats
Alright.
that you know of have been eliminated.
Hut, hut, hut. And I ride over, and I.
Oh, that's right. I
s-
forgot you were riding the horse.
Yeah. I swoop Arv like a damsel into the saddle, and I make my way towards the gate.
Arv is a damsel.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Sammy, if Sammy wants to get on the horse too, if we can fit 3 people.
No need.
Alrighty. Since threat has essentially been eliminated, is there anything else that you would want to do before you all make your escape?
Oh,
Absolutely not. Running for the gate.
Maybe there's.
Yeah, I ain't
Running.
fucking around in here.
Yeah, I don't want to get stuck in this.
Did Wispy Boy leave anything behind? Any physical trace of it?
You don't want it. Just leave.
You would need to make a perception check to see if you can see it. Okay.
I don't even know what I rolled. Ooh, I rolled a 20.
Running over to the place where you knew the Shadow Wraith to have been slain, not Shadow Wraith or Wraith, you find a small circular orb, cracked. Tiny little remnants of lightning-like energy still kind of fizzling in its core, barking
Crack
out.
means cursed.
This looks very similar to a miniature version of the Mythalar that you saw. That's what it reminds you of.
Was the orb wraith in any sort of like rags or anything like that?
No.
Nope. So it's just this orb sitting there.
Yep. It's still emanating light amount of energy.
I'm gonna scoop it up, and I'm gonna run in Rin's direction then.
Okie dokie. I imagine everyone else is making their way towards the gate.
Yep.
Yeah,
booking the
Riker
fuck
has
out
a-
of there.
Riker's got a bit of confusion. Like I take it he doesn't know what happened.
I think so. You were possessed, but you were still kind of aware of the possession. Your mind didn't go blank. You were still fighting, so you were aware of the things that were happening. Yeah, so you would know that you cast heat metal on her.
Oh, we're doing mental torture. Okay.
Yeah. Now,
well,
you as a
Riker-
character can pretend like you have no idea.
Oh, I know. Of course, when the spirit exits, like Riker's like regaining his vision, regaining his senses, and by the time he does, he can only hear Rin saying, "Let's go." At that point, he'll just kind of push everything to the back of his mind and just go straight for the portal.
Okay. Let's go to the next song here, please, if we could. Old Matchbox. Please.
Oh, it's still fight music. It's still fight time.
Please!
Oh.
What
I just
time
had
is
to
it?
ask
Fight
again.
time.
Muscle milk.
As you exit, and keep in mind it's still darkness out. As you exit the shadowy gate and step back out into the familiar sand beneath your feet, Vokudu lets out a sigh of relief. And as the last person steps through, the gate is closed. And he just kind of walks back to the wall and slumps down into the ground. Arv takes a look around. I don't know what to say.
Point of order. Arv and I were spirits. So are we not in that area? Or are we laying in the beds far away from everybody right now?
Oh, good question.
How does this
No,
work?
there's two of you now.
No, that's right. I
Yeah,
forgot.
You gotta kill the original.
Yes.
The Malcolms or whatever the
No,
fuck they are.
no, I forgot. Yes, the good point. I completely forgot. Yes, you are now inside of your body that was resting in the bed.
And Arv's body is probably very not okay.
That's right. Wait, why is it not okay?
Because
Because
watered
he's
it.
been starved and then he's
Oh,
refusing
that's
to eat and
right.
drink.
yeah,
watered
he
it.
probably feels pretty rough.
I love that you guys are
Baby
referring to
birded.
him as an it right now because
Well, he wasn't
That's
His
really.
body
for
was
the last
it.
3 weeks.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm sure that he's
very
struggling to get. It was hard. We tried to keep him fed and stuff, but it's hard when he won't chew.
That's right.
Sammy had to
Um,
baby bird it.
It wasn't.
No, not Sammy.
Yeah, it wasn't Sammy.
Rin
it
and
was
Arv
Rin.
said to baby bird.
Yeah,
That's
somebody
right.
else had to
Birding out
baby
of this
bird it.
guy.
You gave him water, but never food.
You weren't out long enough that we had to baby bird you.
Arv rolls over then, and seeing Sammy on the bed next to him, and he extends his arm. I don't know what to say. Except thanks, I guess, for saving me. You didn't have to, and I still don't know what this is going to mean for the rest of our adventure, but
Not sure either. Kind of look around the room. Do I still have the orb? How did that work? It was in my hand before I left.
Check your pocket.
Is it still in my hand?
no.
I'm gonna sit up slowly. Not as sore as Arv, because obviously our time frames are a little different. I've only been out of it for a couple hours. Arv, very stiff, very weak.
I think once we got through, we would go running.
Yeah, no, like you guys are only gonna have like a couple seconds
Seconds.
together here.
Yeah.
You hear the raucous laughter of Herc outside. Well, suck it, Shaw! Hot, hot, hot! And then he's gonna rip his armor off and then go over
Over a
Where's
span
Sammy?
of like
Where's
5 minutes.
check on them, check on them. Well, he's gonna go over to the water and be doing that, like splashing himself with
Oh.
water and
Yeah.
taking the armor off.
That was something else. I'm glad that you're okay, though. It wasn't looking good for you.
I didn't want to die.
You
I definitely-
and I have a lot of talking to do, but I think I hear them coming, so...
You all kind of burst into the room. Arv's still kind of laying down on his side, looking over at Sammy.
Oh, what a relief this is. See you both here.
We thought you'd lost you. We thought we didn't know what to do.
I mean, we appreciate what you did.
And how the hell did you get stuck there, Sammy?
The book. Where's the book?
I have it.
My, how the turntables.
It's safe.
Assuming something you did, and I did.
Hey, turn up. There should be a knob for gain on your microphone, either on the front or the back.
It's on the back.
Turn it up just a little bit, because it's
How was this?
better. It was it's a directional microphone, and so if you're not
Yes,
speaking,
correct.
okay, yeah, make
Yeah, I
sure
know.
you're either speaking at
I
it.
was a little further away.
You don't have, you don't have to make out with it, but okay.
So evidently we need to study the book a little bit more, Arv. Ren, just... I don't know about that book. It's something, so...
Safe hands.
I don't know how much we're gonna need to look at the book from here on.
I'm gonna give him some water, like pass him a water skin.
Oh, and he takes it.
Well, now that we've got you back, do we know where to go?
Yeah. I'll just need my book. I had some notes in it. And he reaches
believe we
down
kept
for
them
his
safe.
things.
So Sammy's gonna reach over and open up his pack and give Arv his journal and reach in there and give Arv his spell book.
Which is not there.
Yeah, because Riker had the
Oh,
spell book.
Yeah, I've got it with me.
Riker, you gave the spell book to Arv in the Shadowfell.
Oh, that's right.
I did. Yeah, I totally did.
Does Arv have a spell book? No.
He does not.
I think the rules are probably not.
Which leads you, Sammy, to come to the realization.
You don't have a sword or arrows.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Don't go reading books, kid. It's bad for you.
Next time, hand it to the corporeal person before you go through the gate.
I mean, I carry.
We were
If I
corporal.
Then
We
just
were
fall
bodies.
out wait, hold on.
If I carried
Right.
Arv like a damsel on the horse, would the book have fallen into my lap as we went through the?
All right,
The portal?
Sammy is gonna get up and he's gonna begin making his way towards the portal
Okay.
or where the portal was, and he's gonna look to see if his sword, his bow, his fucking arrows are somehow pleased at the gate as he walked through. They just kind of like fell out.
Dummy, you were a ghost.
Hold on.
As you're walking out towards where the portal would have been, you see Vokudu walking back in slowly, carrying. He's not updated correctly on the map. He's not over there. You see him carrying your belongings.
Okudo. I'll take back that stuff.
He gives you all of the things.
Was there one more thing?
And he holds up the orb, about the size of a softball. Me don't think you should be messing with this.
What is
Dark power coming from it.
I agree. I don't even know
Presume
what.
to tell you what you think we should or shouldn't do, but
Sammy, he's the only reason that you're out here. You're alive.
I would
We
trust
owe him
on
a
this
lot.
what is it?
Me don't know. No real way to tell.
What do you think we should do with it?
We should destroy it.
No,
Came from Shah's realm.
don't break it. Not in this world. You don't know what you could be unleashing here.
Oh.
Lock it in an iron chest. Take it to the desert somewhere far, unnoticed. Bury it deep. The way the sands of time, the wind won't uncover it.
I think that's a good idea.
What is it again? Or we could lock it in an iron chest and throw it into the deepest sea in the world.
I'm not sure where that is, Herc. That seems pretty far.
Well, can set out.
Sammy
from
will hold out his
Zazel.
hand.
Vakudu, it might be safer with you.
I don't want it. I deal with dark magic. But this I don't want taint in my lens. And he'll hand it over to Sammy. What you do with it after here is up to you. But be
How far
careful.
away should we bury it if we don't want it tainting your fulsome desert here?
Least a half dozen mile.
Oh. That's not so bad. I thought he was going to say like 500 miles, but. Alright. We can do that. And thank you. Thank you. It was a great success. We fought the evil spirit.
Yeah, Fukudu, thank you so much for helping us out here.
You saved our companion's life. I'm guaranteed.
And you probably saved our lives going down the line.
Now I'm ready to drink more.
And I'm
of your
hoping
booze.
that others won't take that gift and throw it away, as I look pointedly at Sammy.
Unless it's that orb.
Herc, the booze are kind of light right now. I think we left you some.
If you want something to celebrate, you always have more. Just don't ask where it come from. And
As long as
he
it doesn't come from the Shadowlands, I don't really care.
walks over to building that he told you not to go into. Opens it up and shuts the door quickly behind him. Anyone listening would hear rummaging inside, crates being moved, the clanking of iron hasps and slamming of lids as chests are being opened and closed. And eventually he comes out. Holding a decent sized cask. And he kind of walks it over to the stone steps, kind of rests it on the top step there. This is some wine. I don't know where it came from. There's no markings. And he kind of removes the cork. Sniffs it. Still smells good.
One adventure after another, I'm in. May Tamora bless my efforts and my daring. And I will reach out to take a swig.
And he pours it into some glasses that he would have retrieved from the bar area.
Well, I guess I'm on quite the bender. And Rin takes a
else?
glass.
What else? There's a reason to mourn and a reason to celebrate. And at least this is a celebration. Arsis will also help herself.
DM, I have a question.
Yes.
Because I was in the spirit realm as a spirit, is my hit point still where it is as a spirit, or am I physically A-okay?
Your hit points are as you are, or as you were as a spirit.
Okay, got it. That's fine then.
Even though your wounds that you would have taken from an outward appearance does not seem grave, Any wounds that you suffered inside were internal, would still show up as internal wounds.
Internal bleeding. That's where the blood's supposed to be. So we're good. That's fine.
Nice.
As long as it's inside, it's fine, right?
That's great, right? That's the human body. So,
Yeah.
all right. So while they're getting ready to celebrate, I'm taking Arv's book, as well as the rest of my belongings that fell out of the portal. And I'm actually going to go to Arv and put his spell book by his side. You ready to get up and join the group in shenanigans?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Take it easy, but
How were you guys feeding me?
you really don't want to know.
Did the best we could.
Let's just leave it at that. It was not pretty at all.
Okay, I guess some things are better left unknown.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, if you really want to know, I'm sure we can tell you, but let's just leave it at you got something in you, so.
Sammy's the only one who read his diary, right? Sammy didn't share that with the group or anything? Okay. Dang.
Yeah.
Yep, sorry guys.
Rude.
Okay.
And then the orb itself, I probably would have kept behind my back because I don't want to arouse any suspicion out of Arv, at least for the time being. But I'll kneel down by my pack and whatever fabric I can take, I'll just wrap it in it. And I will shove it to the bottom of my pack.
Okay.
Then put everything else in there and shoulder up, and then I'll look over at Arv and I'll help him up and get him walking towards everybody else.
Okay.
Vukudo, are you okay if we stay here a couple days? We need to
Couple
recover. Arv needs to recover.
Well, sure, but I don't know that we've got a couple days, like, available.
Not even sure where we are. How far away what we need to get is.
I think Arv knows that.
Maybe we just take the night and see how Arv is doing in the morning?
I like the sound of that.
We could look at the stars. Arv could look at the stars. I'm sure he could figure it out by that.
As you say that and you look up, the clouds that were covering the moon when you went into the portal are gone. But examining the entirety of the night sky, you look south. Dark clouds looming in the distance. But something else that you notice inside of those dark clouds. Sporadic lightning.
Those blue dragons are at it again.
But anyways, the wine that you drink was poured a deep red color, small flecks of gold inside of it.
Hey, there's gold in here.
Not enough to make any money, just enough to let you know that it's fancy.
I see. Does it taste pretty good?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. It is very good. It is Elverquist. I think Herc, being in the city and having been around the business where lots of fine wines had been, you would probably have recognized it even just from the gold flakes.
You know what this reminds me of? Elverquist. That's some good stuff.
I always wondered what that stuff would taste like.
It's rich.
Well, cheers to a little richness.
And life and vibrancy.
Riker does not
The air
partake in the
smells
wine,
different
but
up here.
he will have some of the water in a cup.
Okay.
Arsis is having wine, but she's not getting shit faced like before.
Yeah, this is a nice. We're sipping. Rin's gonna kick off her shoes and like put her feet in the water and just like, 'cause she is hurting. She's gonna put up a brave face, but the moment that she like can kind of get away, she is having a bad time.
Sammy will probably pop out at that point and lead Arv over to everybody else. Is Arv able to walk on his own right now? I know he spent like the last week or so just kind of being useless and not really
I believe it was
doing
only
much
like
of anything.
3 days.
Yeah, I mean, he's able to.
Stiff.
Yeah, he's a little rough, but he's able to move around. I think at this point he would probably also gather out by the water. And as Vokudu pours you all around, and then kind of digs into one of his many pouches, pulls out a small wooden container, opens it up, and there is like a thick aloe-like paste that he pulls out, and as he looks each of you over, he comes up. Let me take a look at you. And he will rub this ointment on your wounds and anybody that has an outward appearance of wounds, which is probably everybody except for Sammy, will take 2d8 plus 2 points of healing.
Oh wow!
Do you want to just roll
What's
that for
that?
us?
Rin?
Yeah,
Rin
I'll roll
only
it.
took magical damage, I'm pretty sure. Would that have an outward appearance?
I mean, it was your physical body on there.
Around the
so...
eyes.
Yeah, maybe he rubs it
Okay.
around your eyes.
Okay.
2d8 plus 2, yeah, I'll roll it. And we'll just roll it once and everybody gets the same.
Yeah. Except for Sammy.
Except for Sammy.
Sammy doesn't get this as well, so that's fine. Whatever, it doesn't get the advantage, doesn't
Oh,
get the
that's-
healing.
That's nice. Thank you.
What is that?
Nicer
could
than
use
the
some of that.
wine.
It's a special plant that I also imbue some of my magic powers. He rubs it in.
Well, it feels amazing.
And it feels both hot and cold at the same time. A little burning sensation, but also chilling under the
Icy hot.
breeze of the desert winds.
Tiger's balm.
Yeah. Everybody loves a little tiger's balm. But the rest of the night is yours. Is there anything that you would like to do before taking the benefits of a long rest?
I think just one point. Riker will go to Ran and have a side chat.
Yeah. She's chill in the water. She's always open for a conversation.
Riker just kind of like sits down and says, Miss Ran, I I'm not sure what you saw in there, but towards the end where we were fighting that thing, it exploded. The spirits kind of came out.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but just one of them came to me, and suddenly it's like my adrenaline spiked, and suddenly everybody was a threat, you guys included.
Oh.
And it was brief, but I did some things to hurt people. Miss Arsis, and he points like the burn marks on Herc's chest. Look, all
Yeah,
of that.
that was you, huh?
I'm not talking to you, sir.
I'm probably nearby. Are you looking at me? Are you looking my way?
No, I think he pulled
I
her
just
aside.
like gestured to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look, I'm not sure what happened, but I don't want it to happen again. I was wondering if you could make me a promise.
Of course.
If I get that way again, and I mean under any circumstance, I need you to, well, end me as soon as possible. Don't
End
hold
you?
back.
Okay, that's...
I know it's a lot to ask, but that can't happen again. We got lucky. I was able to get the thing out of me, but what if I hadn't?
I would have found a way to restrain you. You saw how I halted that monster. I could probably also, cast suggestion on, like, there are non-violent ways to stop you from hurting everyone.
You would think, but you also never know.
Okay, let's make this deal. I will do everything in my power to stop you first. And if that fails, I'll do what you ask.
Thanks. That does mean a lot to me.
Of course. I want you also to know that you are not whatever happened in there.
But I was, though. I still did all those things. But
but you said that it was because the spirits and something took hold of you. That wasn't you.
it made me see things differently, but at the end of the day, I still did all those things, though. And to me, that's just one of the scariest things I can imagine.
Well, hopefully you remember that there's a lot more good in you. And those things are small. And yes, we all have the capacity to really hurt the people that we love, but I promise you, I will help you if it ever happens again, in whatever way is necessary.
Thanks, Miss Rain.
Yeah. Thanks for trusting me.
Yeah.
She gives him like a little side hug pat, like... Are you sure you don't want any of this wine? It's pretty good.
I never liked alcohol. It slows down thinking too much.
The point.
Yeah, but that just doesn't seem appealing to me.
Well, teach their own. Sounds great to me.
I'd like to have a small moment with Arv.
Yeah?
Since we're sitting there relaxing, I'll just look to him and I'll be like, what'd it feel like being stuck in there? And I'm not being super secretive, so if everyone wants to overhear this, it's fine. Except for those two who are in their private conversation.
It was torture. At first, I wandered around in the dark, not knowing what to expect. Then as I felt my tether and I couldn't leave, despair set in. I traced my tether back to that creature, the orb wraith. It felt like forever. How long was I out?
About 3 or 4 days.
Felt like eternity. I didn't know if I was dead. I didn't know what I was. But whatever I was, I didn't want to be it anymore. Tried many times to find a way to end it. But I couldn't.
But we came for you.
I'll never be able to express the full extent of my gratitude.
It's all right. They did the same for me.
It's something I never want to experience again.
Same. I completely understand that feeling. Unfortunately, I think it's the end of the rope for all of us at the end. Why'd you do it?
It's a long story, I guess. I can simplify it as best as I can, but every version of events that I saw of us leading, or me leading us into the desert to go find the Echo of Netherrill, led with me doing something to get us all killed. The only path forward that I saw, or that the book showed me, was if I were to allow the energy of the orb to consume me, it would somehow allow the success of the group to... It was the sacrifice of myself for at least the opportunity to save Cormyr, potentially the world.
Can you do me a big favor? Next time
Sure.
you get in your head to sacrifice yourself for all of us, tell us first.
But then you might try to stop me.
Of course
And
we will.
what if you succeeded in stopping me and doomed us all?
I'm sorry, but I don't know if your information is correct. I don't know if that book is something that's good for us. What if it only showed you bad outcomes instead of all outcomes? If we as a group deem it's necessary to sacrifice one of us for the greater good, I think, I have faith that everyone will make the right choice. But it's got to be a decision that everyone makes because it affects us all. To be fair, we were lost without you. We didn't quite know where to go. We're very lucky that we found this.
I told Sammy to look at the book, but only look at the book with very pointed thoughts of asking it where to go.
Well, Sammy got stuck in the same place you did.
Sammy, remind me again, did you tell Arv in the Shadowfell what you asked the book? I thought you did.
I don't think it actually came up, like, what did I say to get
I
myself
think you just
trapped
said you
in it?
opened the book.
I opened the book and yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Okay. He must not have had a clear mind.
I'm not sure Sammy's had a clear mind for a long time.
I wonder if any of us have. This whole situation has been so
Messy.
much.
That's why we gotta talk things out. We gotta decide things together. Perspectives. Riker's smart. Rin knows people. Herc has an outlook that cannot be beaten down. Everybody has a voice. Let's not discount them.
Yeah. That's true.
So promise me no more big decisions. Life and death shit without talking to us.
Okay. All right. I promise.
Same.
Okay. The rest of you. What are you doing?
Rubbing your burden.
Rubbing
Nipples?
your orc nipples?
Yeah.
God bless.
It's the beach episode now.
True.
Once I see that everybody is kind of like settled in and relaxing and acting all calm and collected and relaxed, I'll probably wander away from the pool for a minute and pull the orb from my pack.
Okay.
And I won't say anything.
One sec. I want to see if I
won't-
notice you walking away, because I'm kind of keeping an eye on you.
I would also like to notice that.
I am too absorbed in my
Roll a stealth check, Sammy.
body stuff.
You're watching your orc nipples too furiously.
No, it's slow.
Not very sneaky. I wasn't doing it sneaky anyway, so I
Okay.
mean, Herc would probably see me anyway. That's fine.
Okay.
I wouldn't try to hide the fact that I'm stepping away for a minute.
Hey, where are you going? You're not going to look in that book again and get yourself launched into some crazy place. Or,
Book.
or, you're not gonna mess with that evil orb, are you?
No, Rin's got the book.
What about the orb? Nice try.
I'm not gonna mess with the orb.
Where is it?
In my pack here.
Where are you going?
It's taking a minute. It was a long day. Just
You
Didn't really
can't
get
take a
the-
minute here around the pool with all of us?
it just took an hour here with you guys, 2 hours. I just kind of want to check the place out. You guys had the opportunity to look around and check things out.
All
Just
right.
want to get the sights.
You know what would help? Taking that old pack off with that heavy orb in it and laying it down here by the pool so that we can all safeguard it and make sure you don't do anything silly and stupid.
I'm not going to do anything silly and
idea.
stupid. I'm not going to do anything silly and stupid. And I'll be fine. Now, if you want to follow me, you're more than welcome to. But you all look
Great
very
idea.
comfortable in that pool.
Great
Yeah, I'm giving you the stink eye
backwards.
from across. I'm not gonna follow you when I say nothing, but I'm giving you the stink eye for sure.
But I'm just
Yeah.
taking a look.
No, I'll come along, yes. And maybe while we walk, I can sense things about this orb.
Actually, that would be wonderful.
Rin gives a little. Go get him, Herc, and gives him a bardic.
Okay.
All right. Looks
So
like I'm your
as Herc
chaperone
and
tonight.
I walk off, I'll probably
Now
Are you gonna
that
put a
one's gonna
shirt
get
on?
killed on himself without having to worry about saving anybody.
Why would I need a shirt on? We're
But
in
we're
the
making
middle
use.
of the desert.
Please don't take your shirt off.
It's already
it's
off.
night.
Sorry,
It's cold.
please don't put your shirt on.
There you go.
Oh, the
That's
chill
what I meant.
suits me just fine, especially with this ointment. It's tingly.
So then, I'll pull the wrapped orb out of the pack, and I'll hold it up to Herc. You want to do your little checking thing now?
I grab it.
I don't let it go.
If you want me to check it, you're gonna have to trust me.
Let it go.
I shake it next to each ear. Do I hear
Jesus
anything?
Christ.
It is wrapped at this point.
Okay. One moment. Oh. Do you hear anything?
Yeah.
Is this where we fight Zariel?
You hear the shrieks of 1,000 dead screaming
I'm-
all in unison.
Begging you not to put me in another battle.
No.
It's just an alignment change, guys.
We
As you
murder us all.
Yeah. Herc becomes chaotic evil.
Oh,
Oh shit.
you hear a whisper. At first, it seems as if it might just be the ocean effect when you put your ear up next to a shell. There's a rhythmic pattern to it, so you listen closer. And you hear the whisper that says, "The light hides the true nature of things. Embrace the void within."
Seven hells! That actually worked. Oh, this is an evil orb indeed.
What makes it evil?
It said the light hides the true nature of things, and that's, that's a lot of BS. And, what was the other thing it said?
Let your fears guide you.
Let your fears guide you? Well, sometimes you have to face your fears, so that can be a good guide. That can be an indication of something you need to work on. But this orb is probably evil, most likely. Light can sometimes blind you, I suppose, but it was the tone, really, with which the ethereal voice said these things.
Do you sense any evil off of it?
Oh, right. I cast, do I have that spell even?
You don't have the spell, but you do have the
I have Divine Sense, but that's like...
Yeah. You can determine if it's undead in nature, or if it's
Right.
holy or unholy.
Yes.
I will say as well, you guys have seen Riker use Identify before.
I can detect good and evil. I can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend and undead within 60 feet.
Is that what you're attempting to do?
Yes.
Okay.
And just because Herc's seen Riker cast Identify doesn't mean Herc can do it. Andrew, I don't know why you're suggesting that.
You know what? Good point, I suppose. That's right. Herc can't cast Identify.
Yeah. Just because I've seen you do it doesn't mean I can do it.
Okay, read the thing to me again.
I'll just post it up in the chat.
Yeah, do that.
Can I? Okay.
Post it.
Nice.
Divine sense. Herc
I need to read this,
says
actually.
everything we need right there.
The presence
everybody.
of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears.
This is definitely noxious odor for sure. Continue reading.
Okay. You know the location of any celestial fiend or undead, and I think that's pretty much it.
Oh,
You know
okay.
the type, but not its identity. The vampire Count Strahd von Zarovich, for instance.
Papa?
Papa Strahd?
Within the same
Daddy?
radius, you can also detect
Daddy?
the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated.
Has the object been desecrated?
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
Icky. To Herc's delicate sensibilities.
These rags can't even cover up the noxious odor that is registering on my nostrils right now. Ah! Ah! Take it away from me. It's a desecrated thing. Does it look familiar to me in any way? I don't think I saw the Mythalar, right?
You did, remember?
Oh, I did.
You walked away. Yeah, you walked away just to
Oh,
go
yeah, I was
take a
like-
special trip.
Came in and then you walked away. Yeah.
I went in to take a quick snapshot and then.
Yeah.
You know
it
what this thing reminds me of?
The Mythalar back in the.
That's exactly what I was going to say, so you think so too. Maybe this is a Mythalar that's been desecrated somehow or corrupted. Strange.
Put it back in the bottom of my sack.
Hey, didn't Vokudu say something about a city that was in the Shadowfell? One of the Netherese cities, and if the Netherese cities float using these Mythalar, maybe that's the kind of Mythalar that powers cities in the Netherrealm. Food for thought.
This is an interesting object that we have here. Oh, we'll just keep it away. Maybe figure something else out to do with it.
Yeah, I wonder. Do you think it could be useful at all? Probably not. Probably just best to do what Vokudu said, right? Put it in a iron chest and bury it deep away. Feed it to one of those purple worms. Actually, that could be even more terrifying. We could
Beautiful and
ask
quiet out here.
Riker. He's got those, or Arv even. Maybe he knows. Could know more about it. Maybe the two of them together. That could be a nice project for them to work together on.
Could be. We'll worry about that tomorrow.
Yeah. What was it like getting your soul sucked out of your body? Yeah, I tell you, I've had some nights like that, but I bet it wasn't nearly as pleasant.
Felt like what one would imagine would be like being dragged behind a bunch of horses through the brambles.
Oh, for brambles, that sounds awful.
And it just kept going and going. Don't know if that creature is tied to the book still. But at that point, I'm glad that it was. Because I don't think you would have saved us if it wasn't for that. I don't think there would have been any way for you to find us.
Wait, so you think that... So the creature was tied to the book somehow? I don't get that still, if I'm being honest with you. Usually I've got a tight control on all these leads and things we're tracking. So you looked in the book, you got your soul sucked out, and then... What if you look in the book now? It should be fine, right? Should be good?
I don't know about
Was
that.
corrupted. Maybe I'll go smell the book and see how it's doing.
Why don't you go check that out?
All right. And I leave with a new mission, forgetting my original mission. I've decided I won't even roll for it, of making sure Sammy doesn't do anything with the orb.
Famous last words.
And Sammy is just gonna sit out on the edge of the camp and just kind of look out for the next half hour or so. Probably where those clouds were forming.
The clouds are still forming very far away, but you can sit out on that edge. For sure.
All right, Rid. Time to... Before we go to bed, I'd like to take a look at that book. Not actually look inside it, but just check it out, get a sense of it.
Okay, yeah. Let's look at it together. She'll pull it out.
I left Sammy out there. He's all right.
And the orb?
He's not gonna... I mean, he told me what it was like having his soul sucked out of him. He said it was like getting dragged across a bunch of brambles by rabid, fast-moving horses. So I don't think he's eager to experience that again.
That's fair, but I fear he, you know what, never mind. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I hope so, because I just realized that I probably shouldn't have left him out there with it alone. It had a terrible, evil odor to it.
Is that what we're looking for on the book?
Yes. I used it on the book.
Give it a sniff. She, like, holds it out in front of her.
Quick action.
Okay. And as the wind picks up, it swings the book open. No, I'm just kidding.
But like,
Close
what
my
if
eyes.
it did?
Really invest in getting a clasp for that book. Pesky wins.
Cast Divine Sense, get a level in Warlock.
You don't smell anything. It smells like leather, sweat. Smells like the desert winds around you. There doesn't appear to be any sort of noxious odor stemming from the book.
Seems like a normal book.
Did you notice anything before?
You know, I never really got to inspect it before. I don't think.
That's
it was
fair.
out of my hands.
It was
There were
with
so many
Arvin and
questions
Sammy.
I would have asked it. I was too tempted.
Same. I have to admit, I feel a little covetous of this.
Oh yes, what sort of questions did you want to ask it?
I don't know. I just wanted to open and find out, you know?
No, you have to have a specific question.
I know you have to have a question,
Like,
but
what is the biggest purple worm here in the desert? That
that is
I
a
wanted
good
to know.
question.
How big is it? Or
What is the most dangerous thing in the desert?
us? Probably.
Perhaps.
Hold on, are you actually saying that and then thinking that and then opening the book?
No, I
we're
mean, they're
just saying
talking
it.
about it, but yeah, but they're not. Unless a breeze of wind passed by.
I mean, I
But
am
the
not
book is
gonna
not
force
being
that
opened.
hand. Anything you do regarding that book has to be 100% of your own free will.
Yeah, no, they are just looking at the book and theorizing what question they would ask.
Well, we could test it, but I think we've had enough excitement and adventure. For
They
one.
would rather know for sure that it's not going to send us into the Shadowfell first.
Right.
I guess that's the question we could ask it.
Ooh, and then
Yes.
finding out we would get sent.
Eventually,
What a way
pulled
to
right
find out.
into it.
Yeah, that orb is bad news. Very bad news. I was
I
telling
know.
Sammy, it reminds me of the Mythalar that we saw.
Oh, I suppose I
I
never
saw.
saw it.
Yes, it's very much like that, but an evil one.
I mean,
Did you check the Mythalar to see if it was evil?
Well,
it did wipe Arv's memory and eventually steal him into the Shadowfell.
well. Was that the Mythalar or the book?
Suppose it could have been both?
I wasn't there, so I'm not sure.
I just don't get this connection between books, Mythalars, and wraiths.
It's all too complicated.
The
Yeah,
only
I
thing
think it's just
could
best
think of
not
was
to
that,
indulge.
well, the only thing I could think of was, I think Vokudu mentioned there was a floating city in the Shadowfell, right? One of the surviving Netherese cities, supposed to be out there somewhere. So if we found a Mythalar out there, albeit a wraithy one.
Do you think you could
Then some-
return the orb to a Mythalar to, I don't know, make it whole again? I remember, I think anyway, that someone had mentioned that the Mythalar was cracked underneath the city.
Is that right?
Are you asking the DM now?
Well,
Yeah,
now I am, but
Yeah, the Mythalar under in the ruined city of Synod was cracked, and that is where the dark energy was crackling from.
Crackling and cackling.
Yeah, and cackling actually. Yeah. On a different note, just to make a correction. When Vokudu talked about the floating city that was in the Shadowfell, Thultanthar, as we recall, he pronounced it Tultantar, or whatever the hell it was, that had crashed.
Oh.
So it is, remember, Elminster
Okay.
had
it's always Elminster.
defeated Telemontan Thule and sent the city of Shade crashing to the ground over
You know what?
the elven city Cormyr? Cormyr?
Cormyr?
No. Keep talking.
Cormyr. You know what? There is no floating city because Elminster got that one already, so...
The city is called Mithranor, and it is in the
Oh, yeah.
elven nation of Cormyr.
Already got that one. So maybe that was a remnant of it. Maybe we found some remnant of it. Another piece of history.
Arsis, what are you doing with this conversations all happening around you? Where are you at?
I'm probably still kind of lounging there and kind of letting them figure things out.
Theorizing.
Yeah, not really contributing, just listening. But I don't feel the need to input in this particular aspect.
That's fine.
If only we had some expert on the matter, or a book that could answer any question.
But best not to. But
All
once
right.
we know this thing is safe.
Do you know anything about the connection between these things? While you were gone, was your brain still working on the problem elsewhere? Or were you in pretty bad shape and not able to do that?
The creature that you fought down there, the Orb Wraith,
Orb Wraith. Orb Wraith.
was a combination of Agathra the Mad, Shar, and some other spirit that I'm not sure of. It seems
Oh, those were the
Somehow.
three spirits.
somehow they were trapped inside of the Mythalar when it was broken.
So we stuck it to Agathra and Shar and some other thing?
I don't think we really stuck it to Shar. I think she just severed off some piece of her.
That sounds pretty rad to me.
But the book, now that Arsis had kind of mentioned it, I've been thinking about it a little bit. Every prophecy that it told was all negative. They were all, none of them ended the way, there's no good ending.
I thought the one that we're following was one of hers, right? The one about getting the echo to save the day from the fungus?
It was, but hardly say me having to sacrifice myself was a good ending.
I mean, maybe it only showed you those endings for a reason. There's no way that can be all of them.
Maybe.
I agree.
After all, you're incredibly powerful and knowledgeable. You are leading this journey, essentially.
I
How could it
wouldn't go
not
that
point
far.
you? I mean, you're the one who knows where we're going, what we're looking for.
I didn't discover that. That's just books, reading. That's not power. That's just knowledge.
And what do you think knowledge is?
Yeah, but it's different.
I think the two are intertwined.
Maybe.
We were lost without you.
Well,
You're kind of the brains behind this operations.
it's good to have you back. And, we'll keep thinking on this one, but maybe the book was corrupted or something. Maybe you got corrupted by the Mythalar.
You guys
I
are
saw
forgetting it was written by somebody whose name is the Mad.
She makes a point.
Did all her other do we know other prophecies of hers came true, right? That were good? That turned out all right?
Yeah, but none from the Book of the Black.
Okay, well, if it's called the Book of the Black. And did any of those come true? Do we know?
It's been lost for a long time.
Oh.
The ones that
until we
found it.
found it. Yep. And that creature that kept it.
But maybe now that she's slain, whatever curse was on the book has been lifted.
That's not a risk I'm willing to take so soon.
That's a risk I don't think we should take.
Right.
You wanted
agree.
to look for this Agothra the Mad to find any other clues and things, and maybe it just turns out we found a really bad book. And maybe it would have been better to leave it behind. We didn't know that was going to happen, but what's happened has happened.
And I mean, maybe it was worth it in the end. We made a great sandwich. We uncovered a lot of gold.
Made an amazing sandwich.
And
That's right.
Arv, maybe you got to find out that we all think that you're pretty valuable and good to have around.
We also stopped that murderous creature.
Yes. We showed how strong we are. We've gotten stronger. If anybody is going to find this Echoes thing, it's us.
Yeah. I should probably try to get a hold of somebody back home.
Oh, yes.
Figure out
Send
how
a
things are
report.
going.
That would be good.
Tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. Let's get some rest.
I'm gonna go check in on Sammy real quick, and then I'll join back up with you.
All right.
Alrighty. What do you do as checking in on Sammy?
Rin's gonna like pretend to knock on a door.
Sammy's still on the outskirts of the settlement. He's
Yeah, she's gonna walk to the outskirts of the settlement, and then she'll be like, knock, knock, like.
Oh, pretend to knock on a door. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Say knock knock.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. What's going on?
Wanted to check in on you.
I'm here.
And a good thing too. Before we all start heading to rest again, I know that sometimes it's helpful to, put some spells in that ring. Do you want anything?
Twists the ring. I think I haven't really used it since last time, so I think we're in a good spot right now.
Okay. Well, let me know if you want anything before I head to sleep. That orb told you anything interesting?
Hmm?
The orb.
What about it?
Have you examined it thoroughly to your heart's desire?
Pick up the pack, and I let it set down to the ground. Hasn't really left it that pack since Kirk looked at it.
What have you been thinking about then? As
Those
he's
clouds.
taking this pause, she'll sit down next to him.
Clouds. Being here. What are we doing? Like, we're wasting time.
I mean, only as much as you see it that way. We're trying to get the echo, and we were wandering the desert without a clue.
I think some of us has just been incredibly lucky to be where we're at right now.
I know I'm grateful not to be around the fungus.
Yeah, but until how much longer? Until it spreads out even further.
We'll keep running. And once we
Running
find the
away?
echo, then we'll... Well, once we find the echo, we'll make it go away.
You think that we're in over our head?
Absolutely. She, like, just starts laughing. Sammy, I've spent my whole life in over my head. This is not... I mean, this is definitely a new high, but it's... There's no way that any of us know what we're doing any better than anyone else. But we're fumbling through.
Anything else, you two?
Yeah, if he's just gonna be silent, she'll give him a little shoulder pat. Well, don't stay up too late. I'm gonna head to sleep.
Alrighty. Does anybody else do anything else before? Do you want to talk instead of type, you two? Three?
No, I just had that little like throwaway thing I wanted to say.
Okay.
There is one more thing I want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
As look, late into the night, as we're all in our beds, Riker will once again take out the crystal ball of true seeing, and he says, I don't know why I'm doing this, and I'm going to cast scrying
Okay.
on Edwin Morahan.
Oh.
Yeah. What's the DC on that? And
I need your help on this. So base it's 17, but he has a -5 penalty if you know the target well. Now that's up to interpretation with Edwin.
I mean,
we are currently estranged, but like he is still my father.
Yeah, I think like that is kind of up for interpretation, and I can see where you could get like.
Should we just do like a -2 to the roll instead? Just keep it
No,
simple?
like I still think like regardless, like growing up with somebody, even if they're not always there, like you still absorb tangential amounts of information about them. Like I would still say that you know your father well enough to be considered well known by the orb. So -5 to the DC. You say it's a 17, so it becomes
it's a -5 to his roll.
Yeah, but it's a 17 that it needs to be.
Wisdom save.
17. So it's 22 total. And then I've got to find his stat block in the book really quick. And I'm sorry, what save was it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. So he has a +3. So he needs to hit a 19 or a 20. He does not. He fails. Okay. As you peer into this crystal ball, swirling shadows kind of cloud the vision. As you peer in deeper, looking towards your father. The shadows part and you go zooming through kind of a wide lens, narrowing down at the base of the Knightswood tree. You see a massive army. Several hundred, maybe even 1,000 strong on the outskirts of this tree, lining the woods. You see your father, the rain kind of coming down over top of them in the middle of the night, staring, looking ahead, everybody quiet, somber. That tense feeling before a war. But no words are spoken. How long do you wait? How long does it
see what happens?
Okay. How long does the spell last until you sever it?
10 minutes.
Okay. We'll say towards the end of those 10 minutes, somebody comes up to Edwin. Sir, a portal has opened on the top of the tree. The scouts say that nothing's come out of it yet, but darkness is looming. And he responds back, we hold. We are going to be the last line of defense to protect the rest of the city, the rest of this nation. And that's all that you see.
Still like holding the orb, Riker just looks at it for a few more seconds, but without saying a word, puts it back in his pack and just goes to bed.
Okay. Alrighty. Is everybody else going to sleep?
I think so.
Yeah, it's bedtime.
Yep.
Nap, nap.
Alrighty, Sammy, where are you sleeping? You go sleep in the bed?
I'm probably just
I'm
going to. I'm gonna camp out.
Outside of the area?
Yep, outside of everything. Do-do-do-do-do. I would probably camp out right underneath this tree.
Oh, I am not on that map. Let me go back and peep it.
The northern tree.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I'll sleep on my pack like I usually do.
Okay. As you lie there, underneath of the stars, eyes closed, you feel something skitter up your leg. As you
I
kind
swat
of
at it instinctively.
do you?
Just dealing with rats and bugs in the places that I've been staying.
Roll for an unarmed attack.
Jesus Christ. Unarmed attack. It's not a sneak attack. It is an unarmed. 8.
Papa.
Just barely brushing the hard surface of this tiny creature. You feel it, but your attack missed. And it is going to take that attack and retaliate. And it is going to... Oh, come on. Gotta open up the character sheet. It is going to attempt to sting you. It's a 15 hit.
No.
Okay. As it tries to pierce, it pierces into a hard leather. But as you feel a poke and you felt the harder outward or outer shell of this scorpion, what do you do?
I guess I'm not sure what the attack turn or the attack order would be, but
You went
could
first,
I-
he went, and now it's your turn.
all right. I'm going to pull out my dagger
Okay.
and roll and try to swing at it.
Okay. Yeah, you can stab at the scorpion now. All right. Yeah, 15 hit and 8 damage absolutely destroys it. As you cleave the stinger clean off of it, as its stinger was kind of stuck in the leather of your belt, and the threat is eliminated. Small as it was,
It was a male scorpion, so yeah, pretty small.
Yeah. And I'll do that scene from the Predator, and I'll just take it and I'll put it on the ground and just kind of push it off with my boot and just let it lay there. And I'll keep the dagger, and then I'll go back to sleep.
still continue sleeping under the palm tree.
Yep, still sleeping under the palm tree.
All right.
Another scorpion attacks.
Yes. A swarm of beetles. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Family members coming back for revenge.
Yeah.
The whole subplot.
Go to a bed, nerd.
No. Everybody gains the benefits of a long rest.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank you.
But because
Yay!
you did sleep at night,
Oh,
when you
fuck.
wake-
Walk during the day. Schedule reset. That's right.
God damn it.
Hey, John.
Right now.
yes.
Can
Oh,
we
look,
take a
Arthas
bathroom
might have
break?
been correct.
Yeah,
in her assessment
absolutely.
of staying
Absolutely.
longer.
I always just break if somebody says, "Hey, I've got to go to the bathroom." So if you ever have to go, don't ever
Somebody's gotta go
hesitate
to
to
the
just let
bathroom.
me know that you've got to take a break. We've only got a half hour left, but yeah, absolutely, we could take a break. Be right back.
Cool. I can get out of this tie and shit.
10 moments, guys. Moments we had to explore. Cool.
No, we can't. Not an hour and a half.
No, we're not going an hour and
Some
a
of us
half.
have to work tomorrow.
Bed.
Yeah, no shop. Okay.
Overrated.
Sammy, being outside,
Yes, sir.
I will say you are the first to wake. As you hear the loud thunder kind of shake. And you open your eyes, and what would normally have been a very hot, shiny day is still a dreary, overcast day. Dark gray clouds over top.
Well, at least we'll be walking in the shade. So that'll be good.
And the rest of you eventually awake. Find the same thing. What do you do this morning? You pack
Probably
up, ready to
splash
go?
around in the pool for a hot minute. Get the dust and the grime off of me.
You're able
I
to do
would
so.
definitely advocate that we wait till evening to leave. We already tried traveling in the direct sunlight. It didn't go well.
But there's no direct sunlight today.
Because of the
It's still gonna be
overcast
very
of the...
hot.
It will be warm,
Why
yeah.
don't you wear
If I
awesome
look,
clothes?
looking up at the clouds, like, can I tell if it's like gonna rain, like that kind of overcast, or?
Or is it the gods hating us?
Slash the dragons.
Make a nature check.
Sounds good. Never mind.
Yeah,
That's
they're
terrible.
dark
Yeah.
clouds. It's thundering and lightning. Your guess, you would think that it was going to rain. That's what it normally does when there's thunder and lightning.
Man, kind of weird weather, but I'm not sure what to make of it.
It's not very often that you get rain clouds in the desert, right?
In theory, no.
Oh.
I'm helping.
God bless.
Cooking something.
Jesus, the duality of man right there.
I'm helping
what you
Vokudo with
cooking?
any kind of breakfast.
Wait, well, hold on. Let him cook.
What you want to say, John?
I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh,
I mean, unless you wanted me to comment on your cooking, I was going to let you explain whatever you were doing.
I was gonna see if Vokudo had like any kind of supplies to work with and make a bitchin' breakfast to get us going.
Yeah.
Let's make something extra special for Arv and maybe Sammy as well for coming back from. This'll keep your souls in your body.
Okay.
Looking up some eggs and shit. Love it.
Yeah, you spend the morning.
Who tell me there's giant ostriches in this desert? And they're eggs.
Maybe.
You spend the morning in the southwestern building, cooking a fresh loaf of bread in his giant oven. And as you kind of cut into it and make a very delicious egg sandwich, and whether you put the meat on the sandwich or put it onto the side, that is completely up to you.
This is a very beloved special in Suzale, egg sandal. You can put all other kinds of things with it, but the main requirement is bread and egg.
Nice.
Honestly, it's simple, but if it works, it works.
You can make it complicated. You can make it complicated. I know you're into that, Riker.
Not with cooking. I keep it simple with meals.
Very well.
It reminds me of what my mother and I used to make.
Egg sando?
Egg sando.
The meat that was prepared was a giant scorpion
sure.
meat. So, giant scorpion from the desert. It tastes almost
protein.
Yeah, it
Never
tastes,
cooked with this before.
Everybody eats lobster.
Pretty sure it's like shrimp or lobster.
Sea bugs.
Land bugs. Wait,
And bugs.
that is what it is. Sand bugs.
Add some salt, add some water, we'll make them sea bugs.
but yeah, it's pretty good. It's delicious, actually. Simple yet delicious.
Use rosemary. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
How late do you all plan to stay? If you plan to stay at all.
Arv, how much time do we have? Do we need to get going like right now?
And where are we going?
All right.
We had considered going here, and I'll point on the map where we had originally set off.
I need to message Ganrahast. One moment.
While he's doing that, is Vakudu around?
Yeah, he's around.
Okay, I want to go up to Vakudu and say, hey, so I know this came up before. Can I ask you something?
Whatever you need.
I know you said that the liquid in the cacti here, it's not good for consumption, right? Or it might not be?
No, I said you weren't gonna be harming my cactus.
Oh, so it's otherwise safe for consumption.
Yeah.
Out of character, I was planning on if it was like hallucinogenic, I wanted to take some of it and make like a potion out of it so I could like chuck it at enemies.
Oh.
Or just give it to your old friend Rin.
Just like make a weapon out of it, essentially.
Yeah. No, the cactuses or cacti are normal.
Okay.
But I'm sure there could be something, probably not in this little outpost, unless you ask Vokudu specifically for something to assist in making that weapon.
I want to ask him like specifically. Do you know any plants out there that are harmful, should be avoided? Or like the most dangerous one?
Let me go consult my tome. And he kind of walks away and heads to his little circular building in the northwest corner of the outpost. And he starts flipping through his book, and he'll get back to you in just a moment.
Okay.
Arv comes back, and he has a sort of blank 1,000-yard stare on his face, very akin to the same face that he had when he was no longer really here.
Okay, Arv, we're not doing that again. You better tell us what's
wrong?
going on.
We don't have much time.
What do you mean?
The portal has opened up above the tree in Knightswood. Corruption has spread.
I saw that too. I take out the crystal ball. I saw Edwin Morahan there. He had an army surrounding the forest.
Is that a magic crystal ball?
Yes, Herc, you've seen me with it before.
Oh,
We got it down in Synod.
oh, right.
Just like Arceus' little gem that goes above her head sometimes. I don't remember what that
Seen
one was
you
called.
use it?
What's that?
You've
How
seen
do
me
you-
use it.
No, the crystal ball.
No, he's been really secretive about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I haven't used. I wanted to at some point use it on public, but it didn't work out. So yeah, I guess you haven't seen me use it.
So you can see people with that?
Oh, yeah. Why?
No reason. So you saw Edwin Moorhand, that's your father. Was Lady Eleanor Thond there too?
John, did I see her there?
See who? I'm sorry?
Lady Eleanor.
Lady Eleanor?
Eleanor, you don't know
Yeah, yeah.
Lady
No,
Eleanor?
sorry. I was reading something and I missed part of it. Yes. Yes, she was there.
Yeah, I recall seeing her there as well.
Figures. Well, we better hurry. I don't want to make you rush and eat your breakfast, but sounds like we don't have a lot of time.
So I take it we have to set out immediately then.
Yep.
I don't think we have a choice.
All right.
Do we still not know where we're going?
No, I know where we're going. We're
Which is
Is it the one by the lake, like we thought?
the Shadow Sea. Yeah.
And no time like haste.
Because last time we rushed out into the desert, Ren and Sammy and Riker became weak and disorientated.
All due respect, I
have
don't
to-
think we have a choice this time.
Right?
well, we've got Dawnstar. Well,
So
maybe
it's
I
not
can
going to
change him
carry
to-
all of us.
on the
No.
day.
I
We
mean,
can take turns.
it's one of them things that, like we go out there, we weaken ourselves, we get attacked, we're at risk.
The
then this whole
alternative is
mission
we don't
fails.
get there in time.
I don't think that there's going to be an in time. I think that at this point, it's just going to be mitigating as much damage as we can.
I think the whole city's going to be lost if we don't hurry up.
But I also
I
don't think
suggest
that
we strike a balance.
we will
I think
survive
we need to hurry, but we can't be too
if we rush
reckless.
blindly. Exactly. If
I'm
we
going
rush
to let-
out there in the desert and you all can't keep up, then we're gonna die, and then no one's gonna have the risk of being saved.
Arv
Yes.
knows. I think Arv knows the best call here since he's the most familiar with this. I say we just follow his lead on this.
I mean, think about it this way. If we only get 4 hours into a day, that's still 4 more hours moving north towards what we not want to get to, and then we take a break. But that's time that we would be losing here, right? No matter what, as long as we are making forward progress and then we take breaks when we have to. But us
But
just
you
sitting
realize
here.
that taking breaks out there means putting yourself at risk.
Arv, how quickly do we need to go once we're out there?
How far is it?
How much water do we have?
Unlimited.
Can we make a pool? Can we just leave little oases like an ellipses on the page as we trip
no.
across the map? And
How far away is
Her-
the place, Arv?
Herc, that takes terraforming and other landmass. We won't be able to do that. Just sink into the
sounds like
sand and
advanced
disappear.
magic. Right.
A couple days, depending on how rough it is to get through the scimitar spires.
Ooh. Those sound sharp and uncomfortable.
He's
About
going to set down his pack and he's going to pull out one of the scrolls and he's going to shove it into Arv's chest. Look, figure out how we can get there as quickly as possible. Found us on
Look
you.
at the map.
You went useless. We get back to town in time, I would imagine, with this. And it's the teleportation circle scroll that he had on his person.
This is to be used to get home. We can't
Do you know
use
of
this
any
to get there.
circles that are over there?
Near the city of, or the remnants of the city of Shade, I'm sure there were some, but I don't know them. Not like the ones that I know in Suzale.
I don't think rushing to this place is going to solve all our problems, Sammy. That is for rush us home once we have what we need. I just want y'all to weigh down the risk. I'd rather make it there in one piece than try to fight a desert and lose any of you.
I'll trust Arv's judgment here. And what he wants to do, I'll go with.
Genrahas was worried. He really wanted us to hurry.
Well,
I'm
all I can
sorry, but
say
we need to
is-
go.
But that's what I was gonna say. We need to
Raptor
hurry up.
sandwiches.
Vokudu comes back. I don't know how much you have to worry about the desert thorn apple. It's like nightshade that you would find down in your place. Little white flower blossom. Don't trust it. It'll have purple in it.
Riker is just taking vigorous notes. Well, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks a lot, Vokudu.
And he kind of opens up his book and he shows you a drawing of it, and you can see kind of a white bell-shaped flower, and it kind of blossoms open, frilly like a short skirt, and around the edges of the flower are like purple hues right along the edges of the petals.
So, what happens when you're exposed to it then?
Death. Deadly poison.
Riker just puts in death, exclamation point, underline, underline.
If ya eat it, there's no saving ya.
But what if you just touch it?
Just touching the petal won't do anything. But if it gets in your bloodstream, it's over for you.
Noted.
I'm sorry you have to leave so soon, but I wish you good fortune on your journeys.
Don't suppose you know any way to get there quicker.
I've already done a... And he kind of holds his tongue for a moment.
You have done quite a lot for us.
Insight check it.
And we're only asking because what we're trying to fix is going to affect all of Cormyr. There's a mushroom blight that's going down in the south. It's going to make its way up here eventually.
Maybe all of Faerun.
The cultist, demon queen. It's not
Zut-moi.
pretty. Hive mind, it's not pretty. And that's the only reason we would ever ask any more from you, because you've done quite a bit for us.
You can keep the breakfast leftovers.
The shit, so.
What do you have to trade?
What do you want?
What do you want? What do you have? What do you want? What do you have?
Rin
what a potion.
holds up her periaptive wound closure. I'd trade
Nice
this.
thumbs up.
I know, what the fuck?
Not
That's
much.
like-
I've been working on it, but it's the skin of an, what was it, aboleth?
Oh, you're talking about your
Yeah.
Yeah.
a ferrum?
Yeah, my ferrum skin that I've been working on.
Your ferrum skin? You'd give that up?
To get us there faster and safer? Absolutely.
Okay. I do have one thing. I was saving it. Gonna trade barter with some goblins. But since it seems like you really need it, I'll take that skin.
It's not quite done being fully cured, but I'm sure you know how to handle yourself.
I'll take it from here. And he steps outside of the walls to the northern side, and he gives a whistle to the wind. And as you look forward into the desert, following his eyes, the sand starts to shimmer. Several different locations. And now, no, you're not riding sandworms like fucking, no.
Ah, dang it!
Flying carpet.
No. No, you guys can't have a flying carpet.
You'd rather give us the sandworms.
It's an olifant.
5 giant scorpions come out from the sand. I was trading them. They would make the goblins great battle mounts. But you can have them. Vokudu will find some more.
This is incredible.
That's amazing. They look delicious.
No.
We will
Don't eat
ride
them.
Yes.
And he pulls off from underneath of his shirt a whistle Who wants to lead them?
I'll take that responsibility. When we get where we're going, is it okay to let them loose in the desert?
They will find a way.
Well, is the trade giving us full custody of these scorpions? Because maybe the end of our journey.
Herc, they won't survive in the south.
Well, the meat of the scorpion,
Herc,
as we've.
I don't know about you, but I'm gonna try to keep.
Feel
this thing
bad
alive
now
as
that
long
you've
as I
eaten them,
can.
huh? Well,
no, I don't, but let's not talk about that in front of the things that are going to help us out.
they don't know what we're saying.
Do
You
you-
don't know what we're saying. Clap, clip, clap, clip, clap.
Would you like it if we talked about
That's
eating
racist.
the Donsar?
You could try.
I don't want to try. I'm just saying it would be rude.
It
Don't
would
worry
be
about it.
Sacrilegious. This is a holy horse. These are scorpions. Shimmy
Sammy
has
is
had
gonna
that he's
step
been
out from
raising,
the
that he was gonna
area
raise a
and mount one of
goblin.
those scorpions.
You just ate. You're not hungry. Knock it off.
Knock what off? It'd be a very practical thing that if we rode these scorpions to our destination,
I'm going to walk away from Herc at this point, cast Speak with Animals, and make friends with the scorpion.
wow,
Okay.
I just didn't realize that Arceus was get so attached to these scorpions.
Sammy had already walked up next to one and stepping between one of its many legs, and then kind of lurching one of your legs over top to mount it. There is no saddle, but kind of the ridges in its back provide a small groove for you to rest in. Excuse me.
That's you.
Ridge for easy riding.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
But Vokudu kind of chimes in into your eating the scorpids conversation. Where do you think I got the meat for this morning's breakfast?
Scorpions.
If they don't listen, sometimes you got to show them what
bet.
happens.
I guess she's sensitive. All right, well,
Well, if there's only 5, someone's. Oh no, because Hertz got Dawnstar. Never mind.
yeah.
Never mind.
All right.
Probably switch it over to how long a day.
Yeah, how long
Yeah.
a day?
Yeah.
The last thing we'll do before we take off, unless you want to resolve it next time, is Arceus cast Spoke with Animals, and
I don't need to RP making friends with the scorpions. I just would. I would, get their trust
okay.
and let them know that we're, pretty much in a hurry and the best that they can do. That we can promise them, taking good care of them.
Okay. Cool. And we're off. And we'll pick up there in 2 weeks. Thank you guys.
Yay.